I'ma need safety. Tell her I can't snake me. Ray gun off safety. My girl so tasty. Tell her it's your world. She want the two-tone spaceship. Blow smoke screen daily, so the stress don't faze me. I'm going, I keep it factual. I'm on sabbatical. I'm out in Central America. I need a break from hysteria. Park like the one with the carousel. I get it lit in your area. I'm locked to the vision, it couldn't be clear. You couldn't pay me to care enough. I dare you to hate me supreme with the sound through the stereo. So turn it up loud when you hearing us. We live and it's good in your area. My mama proud, she tearing up and it's going down. Got your girl aroused by these massive stacks like 100 pounds. Running big laps till the sun is down like 100 miles. Tinted frames on me leaning down. I'm winning now. Been a while, you ain't like me then, but how you like me now? Real one, if I hold you down, I'ma keep it there till we in the ground. Jet black when I paint the town, only blue sheets when they pay me now. Treat it setback like a step back. Wave, I got the game in a vice grip. Way up when the virus clear. All the homies on the flight list. Verbally gifted, take the plot and I twist it. Got it big lit. Sex with the incense, got my mind rents, won't stop her relentless. I'ma need safety. Tell her I can't snake me. Ray gun off safety. My girl so tasty. Tell her it's your world. She want the two-tone spaceship. Blow smoke screen daily, so the stress don't faze me. I'm going, I want a girl for the mouthpiece, so bright that it light on my face. Your shawty just call me a fave, cause she like my character traits. I never stop for a break. I put a lock on the game. I put a stock in my name, but I give a fuck about the fame. I took a bite out of life and it tastes so exquisite. It feel like you do when you look in my pendant. Hopeless romantic, my girl, chin up for the kid. I'm not on no cinch. Won't stop till the youngest he dreams. Wanna take him from rags to riches. I heard that you claim that you know me, but you ain't the homie. The fuck is your friendship? I need the loyalty, bag up the royalty. I give a fuck if you notice me. Ain't nobody holding me. Big wave at your shoreline, so they know it's me. Babe boy from the cold seas. Nitro with a new pen, go at ISO. Tell him don't reach. Ice cold with it, no fleece. I'ma need safety. Ray gun off safety. My girl so tasty. Tell her it's your world. She want the two-tone spaceship. Blow smoke screen daily, so the stress don't faze me. I'm going, hey, look, I'm going, yeah, I'm going, crazy, wave, yeah, crazy, yeah, look, I'm going, crazy, wave, hey, look, I'm going, yeah, I'm going, crazy, wave, yeah, crazy, yeah, look, I'm going, crazy, wave.
ISO, Dama. Woo! Hey, it's too many lies, too many lies. Hey, it's too many lies, too many lies. Yo, it's too many. Hey, it's too many. Yo, it's too many. Yo, it's too many lies. Look in my eyes, they know I'm the truth. Knocking them down every time I step in the booth. We ain't gotta lie, they know we the vibe, we living in proof. It's young conscious, shoot my life a movie, I live in a spoof. Ain't no sticking around, I'm on the move, I'm checking the dudes. Yeah, it's only us two, so you know we copping that coupe. We on the roof, smoking dope, look at the view. Yeah, we used to chill on the stoop, now we out here breaking the news. It ain't what you really could do, cause we ain't got nothing to lose. We ain't switch side with no cruise, we just stayed out of the loop. Now we out here letting it loose, every shot we took it was swoosh. Gotta get it, ain't no excuse, ain't shit left to prove. Hey, yeah, hey, it's too many lies, too many lies. Hey, it's too many lies, too many lies. Yo, it's too many, hey, it's too many, yo, it's too many.
Oh, what's going on, you guys? Welcome, man. This is Ron, man, with the little gaming channel. What is happening? Man, hold on. Got my mic all messed up. What's going on, you guys? What's going on, Chocolate Solutions, man? Chocolate Solutions in the building. What's going on, bro? Thumbs up, bro. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah. Man, how you guys doing today, man? I am driving my... Let me show you guys. Gotta give you the background info here. Let's go to our... let's go to our launch pad. I'll show you what I'm running here. I need to adjust my mic, man. For you technical people, these are the mods that I'm running, man, right now. This is all by the new Pitzer, in the Pitzer truck, the update. This is the Peterbilt. This is the 389, the Pitster 389, right? So I have all these mods in here. by Pitster. These all were provided by Pitster, man. Starting from here, starting from the light pack all the way down. These were all provided by Pitster. You got to put them in order to make sure everything runs right. These are my different wheels I have loaded in. These are the active mods. I got real companies, gas station logos. Let me see. I really don't need this one. I really don't need that one. Take that one out. I have realistic truck physics. Kind of makes the truck bounce and makes it move in different directions like a real truck. Got the big T. Got the big T light pack as usual. Let's see here. Got the JBX graphics mod. This is the graphics number 2. And these are got the sound fix in here. Got the truck, the Cummins N14, JC's amateur engine pack. Let's see here. Kenworth interior effects, Peterbilt interior effects, air brake sounds. So this is what makes the truck do what it do. All right, this is what makes the truck sound what it sound like. And these are everything that makes the truck run, makes it sound the way it sounds. Let's see here. This is a map here, the Skinnable Wall 389 map. The owner's yard, wherever that is. I haven't even figured out where all that stuff is, man. But anyway, that's what we're getting. That's what we have right now. All right. So we're going to get into this, man, without further ado. But I reduced a lot of my mods, man. I used to have like over 200 mods loaded in, but I reduced the amount, you know, because the update caused a lot of conflicts within the game. So I had to delete a bunch of stuff. So as you can see, I only got 49. I'm using 49. Usually I have about over 200. All right. So let's get into this, man. How you guys doing today, man? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday, man. Yeah, happy Thursday to everybody, man. And as you know, my game loads up much faster now, man. It's gonna load up faster without all the mods. So that's another thing that was annoying me, because I was experiencing crashes. So it'll take a longer time. It'll take longer to load in when you have all those mods in. So this is the way it'll cut down on, if it crashes, how long it'll take me to get back into the game. All right. And of course, this one is super fast. Just zip straight through it. And there we go. We're back into the game, man. That fast. Took less than a minute. All right, we are back into it. All right. That's my truck. That's what my truck sounds like, man. And we're going to get into this. Let's go find us a load real quick, man. Let's find us a load, man. All right. You know, I was going to talk to you guys. I was going to do another video on my other channel, man, about my recent trip, man, which was really disturbing, man. I just got to admit, man, my last trip that I've planned out, I had it planned out for about a month. I wanted, some of you guys may have heard a portion of this story. I planned out a trip, man, going to Ohio to see an individual that I haven't seen in 20 years. All right. So today I'm gonna get into the whole story, man. All right. I'm gonna get into the whole story. No matter how long this takes, I'm gonna get into this whole story. Let me just find this real quick, man. Let's see. Hopefully I don't experience any crashes, man. Like the way some of them things came up, but Let's see here. Let's see what we got. That's a nice little long. That's a long little trip right there, huh? You guys want to take that? Let's take that. How long it take? It's 4 hours to pick that load up. We're gonna do that one, man. We're gonna do that load, man. Then I get a chance to tell you about this. Tell you about this trip. Oh, and it's right there, man. Let's go get this load, and then I'm gonna talk to you about my trip, man. I'm gonna talk to you about my trip, man. Talk to you about my trip and talking about toxicity, man. Talking about toxicity, man. Dealing with people who are really toxic, man.
Turn right.
People who are toxic, people who don't take responsibility. You know, I got some younger folks in this game, man, that watch me. This some of this may apply to you. You know, I mean, some of this stuff, I don't know how young you are. Shit, I know I'm older. I'm 55 years old. So, but, you know, good learning lesson. We're going to talk about this, man. We're going to talk about this, man. We're going to talk about some serious shit here in a minute. We're going to talk about it. Let me just load up here so I can focus. And we're going to talk about it, man. We're going to talk about it, man. Let me get over here and pick this up. Roll down my windows. I need some air. We're going to get into it, man. We're gonna get into it. Let me get this load here. And we're gonna get into it, man. Some of you guys may be able to relate to the story. Some of you guys may have went through something similar. But let's get into it, man. As soon as I connect this fifth wheel here. That's my load right there. All right, let's connect this. Right, I am connected. There we go. Schneider. All right. Let me do one thing here. Let me do one last thing here. Adjust mirrors. Adjust my mirrors before we get on the road. And let's get that right one set up. Be at least be able to see the truck a little bit. Hold on. Let's adjust the seat. Go back with the seat. Turn my head a little bit that way. And I want to go down in my seat just a little bit so I can see the light. Okay, that's what I want to do. All right, I got my trailer connected. There she goes. There it is, right there, man. Let me bring my table in some here. Okay. All right, you guys, we're about to talk about it, man. Let me get into this. All right, you guys. Hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. This is the first day of June, man. We're gonna get into this. Okay, so what happened is that, let's give you a little backstory here. I went to Ohio, right? I haven't visited. I haven't seen this friend of mine. I use that loose, and I use that term very loosely, man. I haven't seen this friend of mine. All right, I'll use that term loosely, in about 20 years, right? So I was like, you know what? The area in which I work, my business is in Skid Row, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna take a trip, get away from Skid Row, go visit this friend I haven't seen in 20 years, right? So we've been talking back and forth on the phone, you know, getting to know each other again, you know, just chopping it up on the phone, right? So I'm excited. I'm excited to get down to Ohio, right? She moved from Ohio. She moved to Ohio, was in LA, moved to Ohio. So I said, hey, you know, I'm gonna get down to Ohio, spend about 5 days down there. I did my research on the place. I loved it because, you know, without seeing it, I like the place because there's a lot of vegetation and everything, you know, a lot of green grass and everything. So I like that, right? What's going on, Shockwave? So, so I get down to Ohio, right? I went through Charlotte. My trip took me through Charlotte, LA to Charlotte, Charlotte to Ohio, right? So I'm down in, fly out early morning, fly out of LA early morning, get into Charlotte. Charlotte's really hot. The flight was nice. You know, I'm a big guy, so I always, whenever I go anywhere, because I am a big guy, you know, I like to be comfortable. So I always fly first class, no matter where I go. First class or I don't fly, right? I'm not gonna be cooped up in no seat. So, nice flight all the way down, get to Ohio, get my luggage, and so I'm waiting for her to come, get a chance to see her. She comes. She picks me up, cool. Get to see her, right? So what I do, I go pick up my rental car, turn this engine down some. So I get my rental car, and then I go to my hotel, go check into my hotel room, right? So I think I got there maybe on a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I think I got there on a Wednesday. So that Thursday, I think it was that Thursday. Yes, it was that Thursday. So we went to a place called Peddles. I don't know if you guys know Peddles, right? I'm sure some of you guys in the southern states, Midwest, they got the Peddles, which is a seafood place, right? Really good experience, right? I really like the place. Really like Peddles. So went to Peddles. And I ordered some crab cake, you know, for the appetizers. Ordered some crab cake. Crab cake was cool, right? I got a little piece of the crab cake. I can't remember. I ordered a few things for the appetizers, right? Ordered about 2 things. So ordered crab cake and then something else. So I got a little piece of the crab cake, put it on my little saucer, right? Put a little piece on my plate and left the rest there, right? So, the crab cake was good. So it's a large piece of crab cake left, right? It's a large piece of crab cake left on the plate. So there was some lemon, you know, they give you lemon with everything. So there's some lemon there now. So like I don't know if you guys ever had the crab cake from Peddles. It's really big, right? It's a really large piece. It's not thin, it's really tall, right? So it's a big piece. They give you a nice size. So I get my little piece. I leave a large piece there because I just want to taste it. Like I said, there's lemon on the plate. So she picks up the lemon. They're about to put the lemon. She's about to, and she says, she was about to put the lemon all over the crab cake, right? And she says, do you like lemon? I was like, yeah, but not on my crab cake, right? Mind you, this is appetizer for two. She was like, so she put the lemon down. So next thing you know, she gets the whole piece of crab cake. Mind you, I had like a fork full, right? She rakes the whole piece of crab cake onto her plate and put the lemon on it, right? And then asked me if I wanted some, right? Now the crab cake was good. I wanted more of it, but I didn't want lemon on it. But she took the entire piece of crab cake, put it on her plate, put lemon on it, and then asked me if I wanted some. I was like, no, I'm good, right? So I'm a little bit annoyed because she took all the damn crab cake, right? She took all the damn crab cake. I let it go, right? So she starts she has a drink. I think one drink maybe. I had some Courvoisier. I think I either had Patron or Courvoisier. Those are the only two drinks that I drink. Either Patron or Courvoisier. Some Don Julio, some Patron, something like that. Or I would drink some Courvoisier XO, something like that. So I had a drink. She had a couple drinks. Maybe had a few drinks, right? And what I realized is that once this chick started having a few drinks, she started dancing at the goddamn table, right? Like you ain't never been nowhere, right? Start that hood shit, dancing at the table, right? Can't control your liquor, man. Why is this video stuttering like that, man? Start this dancing at the table shit, right? So, like you ain't never been nowhere. So anyway, man, the waitress was amazing. The waitress name, and I even remember the waitress name. The waitress name was Zabo, right? Really cool, right? The conversation with the waitress was better than her. Okay? So anyway, that's another story. But anyway, the waitress was cool. She hooked us up, told us everything about what was on the menu. For the entrees, everything. Really good waitress. So anyway, we eat, leave. I gave the waitress a really good tip, right? I gave the waitress a really good tip. I slid her $100 tip, right? Because a lot of, when you go to restaurants and everything, what they do now is that they put the tips in one big bucket and everybody shares the tip, right? All the waitresses, no matter what you do, everybody shares the tip. They got to share the tip with the cook and all the rest of the other shit, with the bartender or whatever. So I put the tip on the on my credit card, a regular 15% tip on the on my credit card, and then I went and slid her extra $100 cash. So anyway, we left. Get out to the parking lot. She like, we getting ready to leave. She want to smoke some weed, right? She want to smoke a blunt. And she's like, can I smoke this blunt? Can I smoke some weed? I was like, all right. I was like, but you got to stand outside to smoke it. It's hot as hell outside. So I had to tell her, yeah, you can't smoke in the car because they'll make me clean this car, right? It's no smoking in rental cars. So I made her stand outside the car, smoke the weed, right? And now she's tipsy and high. This is my first full day in Ohio. Now she's tipsy and high. So then we're on the road because we were down towards Cleveland, Ohio. So she lives in Columbus. She lives in Columbus, Ohio, but we went to Cleveland, Ohio. Close to Cleveland, Ohio to Papados. So we're on our way back. And I was playing music through my iPhone, right? And an R. Kelly song came on. Jesus Christ. I am driving way too fast telling this damn story. So anyway, I need to slow down. So I need to slow down. So anyway, a song came on my iPhone. It was an R. Kelly song, right? And as a joke, I was like, like free Kales, right? And I said something else or whatever, right? And she's like, don't nobody want to hear nothing about no fucking R. Kelly or something like that, right? Really, like really angry, right? And I had to like somewhat like calm her down, right? But she had a real nasty attitude, right? There was another, I'm gonna just run through the incidents that happened while I was down there, right? Instead of running through the whole story. There was one incident where she was a little tipsy. We were at the hotel bar, right? She had 3 drinks in about 30 minutes. She had about 3 drinks in 30 minutes. So we went downtown Columbus, Ohio, and while we driving, she kicks her foot up towards my face while I'm driving, right? I'm driving this rental car. She kicks her feet up towards my face while I'm driving, right? These are all the little incidents that happen. Instead of me running the whole story down to you, I'm gonna just hit on all the key points. She kicks her foot up towards my face while I'm driving. And then, because she lives there in Ohio, she's giving me instructions on where to turn and everything. But because she's telling me the directions and telling me to turn after I pass the point where I can turn, right? It's like I'm at the light, I'm coming up on the light, like kind of fast, and then she's like, turn right. Only way I could turn right is if I run up on the curve, right? Or have an accident. So what I did is I'm like, just tell me where I'm going and I'll put it in my GPS, because the GPS will let you know before you get to where you got to turn. The GPS will let you know, hey, this is where you got to turn. So even though we were going to her house, I was like, give me the address so I can put it in my GPS, right? Because she was always telling me after I was supposed to turn. So anyway, she says, and then she curses at me. She's like, oh, you don't want to just listen to no fucking body or something. She said something to that effect, like, I live here and you don't want to listen to no fucking body. And then at one point she put her finger in my face while I'm driving. And I turned and looked at her, right? Because I'm really annoyed. So I turned and I look at her like I wanted to slap the shit out of her, right? And that kind of got a reaction out of her. And she's like, oh, I see that in your eyes. I've seen that before, right? There was so many It was, and then listen, she has a feud with her neighbor, right? She has an ongoing feud with her neighbor, right? And there's some little kids that stay. She has a feud with her neighbor that lives next door. She's in like this little townhouse, so she has a feud with it going on with her neighbor next door because she claims her neighbor is hood, but truth be told, she's hood too. So they're giving off the same energy to each other, right? So we get to her house. She goes and put her trash out, or trash or something, to open up the back door or something, right? And there's kids outside playing up in the back on a trampoline or something. And one of the little kids said, "Oh, whatever the lady's name is, let's just say the lady next door name is Kim." One of the little kids, maybe about, who knows, maybe about 8 years old or something, said, "Oh, Kim said you kicked her dog." Right? Now, I know about the feud with her neighbor already, right? Because I was talking to her on the phone. She was like, "Oh, Kim said you kicked her dog," or something like that, right? She said to the little kids, right? Kind of threw me back, because these are little kids. You can even hear from their voice. She was like, "Don't believe everything you fucking hear," right? "Don't believe everything you fucking hear," right? She's a fucking liar and all. She's talking to kids, right? And I'm just like, who is this monster that I spent all this money getting down to Ohio to see, right? And I mean, it's several more things that happened, but I swear to you, the trip was so blown, the trip was so over with me, is that I kind of just shut the fuck down, right? I kind of just shut down, right? I'm over the trip already, and I was probably like 2 days in, and I'm over the trip already, right? Just because of the energy, right? And I know how I am, right? I know how I am as an individual. So, and I know what I worked on as an individual to like watch my anger issues and things like that, right? So I didn't want to meet her energy, right? Because I knew if I would have said something to her about her behavior or something like that, it would have been all bad energy, right? We would have been at each other, right? And I'm relentless. I will hurt your feelings, right? I will break you down. I will make you cry, right? So I just shut down. I was like, you know what? Let me pick my battles. It's best. This trip's a wash. It's best not to say nothing, right? Just leave it alone. It's best not to even say anything, right? So I kind of locked up the rest of the trip. Really wasn't saying anything, right? But let me just give you a little background on her and what I know of her is that she doesn't have a lot of friends. She doesn't get along with her family. Everything with her is about what somebody else did. When you're talking to her, she never takes no responsibility for anything she does, right? She never takes any responsibility. She doesn't get along with her mother. She doesn't get along with her sisters. She's in a feud with the neighbor. She's just in a feud with everybody, right? She's in a feud with everybody. And she is, I'm telling you, man, I done dated quite a few women, man. She is hands down, bro. She is hands down, people, the most toxic individual I've ever been around in my entire life. Right? She is one of the most toxic individuals I've been around in my life. Now, she knows about other women I dated. I told her stories about other women that I dated, right? I know about people that she's dated, right? And she has some strong criticisms She has some strong criticism about people I've dated, right? Let me tell you something, man. And I've dated some pretty shitty women. I've been with some pretty shitty women. Let me tell you something. I would pick any of those shitty women that I've been with in the past, right, than to even consider being with a woman like her. I would go back to the worst of the worst women that I've dated in the past before I would consider dealing with an individual like her, man. I mean, toxic, man. Right? And she called me up like a couple of weeks ago, like shortly about a week after I was back. She hit me up and she was like, you know, somebody threw a rock through my car window. So she sent me a picture of her car window. Somebody threw a fucking rock through her car window, through her back window in her car. Shattered the whole back window, man. Listen, I'm not at odds with anybody like that, man. I can't think of two people in my life. I can't think of too many people in my life that I've been, you know what? I can't think of anybody like that in my life. And I'm 55 years old, man. That would want to throw a rock through my window. That I'm in a feud with like that. Even exes, right? Even the majority of the exes that I had, we still cool to a certain extent. You know, it's no animosity. You know, I don't wish them bad. I don't wish them well. I don't wish them nothing. I don't think about them. Right? But, man, but she is, and you right, Billy, right? She is one of the nastiest. And then when she gets tipsy, right? Because we went to Fleming's, right? We went to Fleming's Steakhouse, right? We went to Fleming's Steakhouse. So if you know, Fleming's is like a high-end steakhouse. They don't open till 4 o'clock. So they open at 4 p.m., close at like 10 or 11 p.m., right? So we go to Fleming's. She has a drink, right? So it's some women sitting next to us that's having like a birthday party that's sitting next to us. And it's about 5 or 6 women. Right? And she's, you know, a few of them are pretty cute, right? Cool energy, right? What I was thinking, because it was one of the girls' birthday, straight up, I was gonna buy the whole table around the drinks. Just on GP, just because it was the girl's birthday. I'm out of town, right? I was gonna buy the whole table drinks, right? I was gonna tell the waiter to buy the whole table of drinks, right? But I guess one girl came up, which I didn't even see, and I think she looked a certain type of way. Maybe she was cute or whatever, had a big butt or whatever. I don't know, because I didn't see her. So she made a point, was like, I know you seen her, right? I know you seen that girl, right? I know you seen that girl, right? Or something to that, right? And she was like, you better not look over there. I'm like, who in the fucking, who did I come to Ohio to see, right? Now, at this point, she may have been joking. She may have been joking, but just her energy all that time I've been there, I wasn't taking it as a joke. At this point, nothing is funny. Right? Nothing is funny. And so, damn, stalled out my truck. So, she has a drink, right? She's one of these people who you don't think even like been out a lot. So she has a drink. I can't even park, man. I'm telling this damn story. I can't even park. So she has a drink, and when she drinks, for you young guys, cover your ears. So when she drinks, she does this. She did this a few times. Right? She did this a few times. Let me park and I'll show you. This shit is funny. I'm gonna show you what she does when she drinks. For some reason, she likes feeling on herself when she drinks. Right? Man, is I supposed to turn this truck off? Hold on. I'm all over the place. So she does this when she drinks. Right? She says, hey, and she rubs her breast. She does this. She rubs her breast. Right? And she dances at the table. She like shimmies at the table. Right? This in this. Yeah. She does that type of thing at the table. She rubs her breast. She does this. Hey. Thank God my picture is small, man, so y'all can't clip this. But she does that at the table. And she's the loudest person in the restaurant. If you ever been to Fleming's is nice, low key, lights are low, the ambiance is really nice, right? Wood grain everywhere, right? Wood grain, wood everywhere. It's a steakhouse. It's really one of my best places to eat steak. And she talks loud because she's drinking, right? She's drinking and she's loud, right? Another incident. We go to, let me do a quick travel here somewhere. So we go to a place called Mimi's Cafe for breakfast, right? We go to Mimi's Cafe for breakfast. And let me go here. We go to Mimi's Cafe for breakfast. And what you do is that, the mimosas, right? The mimosas is like champagne, some little cheap champagne, and orange juice, right? That's a mimosa for you young guys. So she orders this thing, I guess it's called a triple, but it's 3 mimosas. It's 3 mimosas, right? So they bring you 1 bottle of champagne, but they bring you 3 different flavors of juice. They bring you like a blueberry. They bring you the original orange juice, and they bring you like some other kind of like juice drink, right? But they bring you 1 bottle of mimosa. They bring you 1 bottle of champagne, and it's a small bottle of champagne. It's not the big bottle. It's a small bottle of champagne. So you're supposed to split it between the 3, right? You're supposed to put a little champagne in each one. Why she asked for a couple more bottles of champagne? Ain't even started the first one. Going to 3 bottles, pour 1 bottle in each one. I told the waiter, I was like, nah, she only need that 1 bottle. She wasn't feeling that. But I'm like, nah, Nah, we already seen you drinking. And an attitude and everything. Nah, no drinks, only 1 drink. And so I'm telling you, so I left, came back home, right? Now, mind you, the day before, she was supposed to have been taking me to the airport, dropping me off so I could take my rental car back and everything, right? She was going to drop me off. She made it a point to say, hey, let me find a load here, you guys. Hold on. She made it a point to say, hey, because I told her from the jump start, I said, you know what? I can take my own self to the airport because the car rental place is right there in the airport. They got a shuttle that'll take you right there. So I was like, hey, I can take my own self, right? I can drive myself. I can drive myself to the airport, drop my rental car off, get on the shuttle, and do my thing, right? She made it a point the day before to say, hey, oh, so what, you don't want me to drop you off? I was like, no, it wasn't that. I was just saying, you know, maybe you didn't want to go to the airport on a Monday morning or whatever, right? I was like, it's no big deal. So she made it a point to say, hey, like, supposedly got like an attitude or something, you know? And so I was like, okay, all right, so you can drop me off. No big deal. No big deal. You can drop me off. So I get all my stuff together, put all my stuff inside the car, go to her crib. And so when I get to her crib, I'm sitting there for a while, right? Mind you, I wanted to get to her crib close to the time that I was going to leave. Okay? So my plane was leaving out at 3 o'clock or something like that. My checkout time, in the latest my checkout time was 11 o'clock, 11 to 12 o'clock. Oh no, my plane was leaving at 5. The checkout time, the latest checkout I could check out, it was 1 o'clock. I checked out at 1 o'clock. You know what I did to avoid her? I went to Office Depot, bought me this leather binder, right? I bought me a leather binder, a leather business binder. You know what I did, man? I sat in the freaking parking lot of Office Depot, right? Until it was until it was damn near the time for me to be at the airport. I stayed in the parking lot. I stayed my ass in the parking lot, looked at my binder, sorted, cleaned out my backpack that I took with me to avoid spending any more time with this person than I possibly could, man. That's what I did. I sat in the parking lot, man. So when I got back home and everything, she called me up and you know what? So I made an off-color comment, right? I'm gonna tell you guys everything. So when we was there and we were in downtown Ohio, I made an off-color comment, right? Which was a bad little comment on my part, right? I thought it was funny, right? But hey, I should have known who I was talking to, right? So it was this old couple walking across the street, right? It was this old couple walking across the street, and they had this little kid with them, right? And you could tell that the little kid maybe had a disability or something, right? It was kind of obvious, right? So I told her, and I wasn't even talking to her in general, right? But the couple looked like they was about damn 80 years old or something, right? So I made an off-color comment. I was like, hey, that's why you don't have kids at an older age, right? People, if I told you the comment was directed at her, I would tell you, but it was not directed at her. So when I got back home, right, she didn't say anything while we was down there, right? When I was down there. So when I got home, right, the day after, maybe a couple days after I made it back home, something like that, maybe the day after, she called me up. No, it was a few days after I've been back home. She hit me up and she was like, so how you doing? Blah, blah. No, she hit me up. I said, I'll call you back because I was getting back into work and everything. So I was like, I'll call you back later on. Gave her a call back later on. So I asked her how she was doing and everything else, and she was like, I'm doing good, blah blah blah. And she was like, all right, let's cut the small talk and let's talk about the elephant in the room or something like that, right? Let's cut the small talk, right? I was like, okay. I didn't know where she was going with this. So the comment that I made about the older couple with the younger kid, right, with the kid, she thought I was talking about her. So we went back and forth. I was like, listen, I wasn't talking about you. So I kept telling her over and over and over again, I wasn't talking about her. She thought I was. I was like, listen, if I was talking about you, I'd tell you to your face, right? And I don't have no problem with telling you to your face, right? It wasn't meant, I wasn't talking to you. I just made a comment because they say the thing is, you know, women should have kids between a certain period, or you know, it's a high risk pregnancy or whatever. You're supposed to have a kid between a certain age, right? Or you risk all kind of things, right? I've heard comedians say it, and so I tried at a bad joke. The joke failed with her. All right, but it wasn't directed at her. Yeah, she doesn't have kids. Matter of fact, she doesn't have kids. So we went back and forth about that, right? But I'm saying that to say this. Because she argues with everybody in her life, this is what turns her on, is arguing with people. This is like where she gets her energy, me judging from everybody else and every other relationship that she has in her life, right? This is just her. She is, man, you guys, I'm not even doing this story justice, man. She is one of the worst individuals that you would ever want to be around in your life, man. When you have no friends, right? When you have nobody really to call on, right? You're at odds with your sisters. You're at odds with your mother. You're at odds with everybody in your freaking life, man. You're going at it with your neighbor, right? Even when she stayed in LA, she had a fight with one of her neighbors. Listen, man, if you're at odds, people, hear me out. If you're at odds with everybody in your life and everybody around you, right? It's not the people around you, man. It's you. You're the issue. You're the common denominator in this. You're the issue. Your horrible attitude is the issue. You know, it's not the people in your life. It's you. You stink. You know, you are the horrible individual in this situation. Not everybody around you, man. Yeah. What's going on, man? Omega Sun's Light. What's going on? Yeah. So, you know, I told you guys that story because I was going to put it on my other channel and make a whole video about it, toxicity and all the rest of the other stuff. But I was like, you know what? Let me just run this story down, man. I'm sorry I made the story kind of long, man, or whatever, man. Man, if you meet an individual, man, and they have, for men and women out there, man, for men, women, and kids, and everybody else listening to this story, man, let me tell you something. If you meet a person that when you talk to them and they're at odds with everybody in their life, they don't get along with nobody, man, distance yourself from them, right? It's not up to you to fix them, right? It's not up to you to fix them. Let them go see a therapist. Let them go fix themselves. However, Don't waste your time trying to fix them, man. Don't waste your time. You know, you know, that energy that they put off, man, stay away from them, man. Stay away from them. Life is too short to be dealing with toxic people who are just negative, man. I mean, negative, negative, negative. Every time I was to talk to this individual, man, the negativity, it was always something negative. Always something negative. You know where I would have to go for her and I to have a conversation? I would have to find something negative to talk about just so she and I can have a conversation. Word? Man, stay away from those type of people, man. Stay away from them. Our longest conversations that we've had was about negativity. Nothing positive, but negativity. If I get on something positive, it'll automatically go back down that rabbit hole of negativity. Distance yourself from them people, man. Distance yourself from them people. Don't let them people steal your energy, man. I mean, and I tried to, because 20 years ago we had a falling out, right? 20 years ago we had a falling out. So it was, I felt that it was somewhat my fault that we had a falling out. That's what I was thinking, that because when I look back on things, I figured I could have handled things differently. So after 20 years, we haven't seen each other. I think we talked to each other maybe once for a short period of time. Then we lost contact again, right? So, but we haven't actually seen each other in 20 years. So when I was like, you know what? Let me go. Hold on, you guys. I was like, let me go see her, right? Let me go take a trip to go see her. Right? Hold on. I'm sorry, people. So I was like, let me go take a trip to see her, right? And it wasn't nothing to the trip, people, but to go see somebody who I was really cool with at one time, right? It wasn't nothing on. It wasn't nothing to the trip like I'm gonna go down there and we were gonna be intimate or something like that, right? That was the furthest thing from my mind, because I work with the homeless and things like that, and this trip came up, and I'd never been to Ohio, and I wanted to go down there and see her and spend some time away from working in an environment that I work in. It was just like a quick little getaway. I was like, I'm gonna go down to Ohio and hang out there for a little while, right? Thinking everything would go good. But what I realized is that once I actually made it down there and actually started to hang out with her in person, I realized is that what I thought was my fault 20 years ago wasn't my fault. Yes, I take some responsibility in it, but it brought back that same energy. It brought back that same feeling of when I stopped talking to this goofy girl before, man. I'm like, the drinking and the weed smoking and the old loud hood rubbing her breast hood at the dinner table and talking loud and all that, man. It was just, God, it was just too much for me, right? It was just too much for me. Yeah, and kicking her foot up towards my face when I'm driving and sticking her finger in my face. And what a horrible individual, man. What a horrible, unhappy individual. And if she sees this video, I don't give a shit. Man, if I don't, man, listen. I hope this person never calls me again in life. Don't call me. Keep that energy in Ohio. Keep that goofy negative shit in Ohio, man. Like, somebody break your window out. How your neighbor... You get into it with everybody you meet, man. You know, this ghetto titty rubbing shit at the table when you're drunk. You know, when we at the hotel bar, I gotta cut her off the drinks. No more drinks for you. Right? No more drinks. Right? If you knew how to handle your liquor without getting all loud and stuff, I wouldn't mind. But the way she gets loud and drunk and hey and all the rest of this other shit, I'm like, man, I thought people were just joking when they said it was them type of people out there. I've never met one. But I was like, Jesus. She's like this stereotype. I was like, she's like this real stereotype in the flesh. What these comedians be joking about. You know, when they be talking about hood girls and stuff, I'm like, Jesus, this is one in the flesh. Yeah, this is one in the flesh, man. I was like, oh my God. Man, but it was the worst trip, man. It was one of the worst trips I've ever taken, man. And honestly, that trip to Ohio cost me a pretty penny, man. The flight was like $1,200. The car was, because I had the Infinity, I had the not the Infinity, I had the Audi Q7 or something like that. That cost me $1,100 for 5 days. The hotel cost me like $1,500. You know, Fleming's was like about $300 and something. Papa Do's was like $200 and something. Man, between everything I spent, I probably spent about $5,000 on this trip to Ohio. Of all, but I was comfortable. You know, I need to be comfortable. Because wherever I go, I'm not staying with anybody. I need to have my own. Right? And this is a perfect reason for when you go places, make sure you got your own room, your own car, make sure you got everything. Because if you have it out with individuals, when you're out on a trip somewhere, make sure you got your own, right? Make sure you got your own. In case you have it out with somebody and you're out on a trip somewhere, you can go back to your hotel room, you got your own car, you can make your way around or whatever. You don't depend on nobody when you take a trip. And that's for you young people out there. Because you might get somewhere and have it out with family or something, and you don't want to be around them. You want to make sure, man, you got your own. You can make sure you go back to your own hotel room and everything else, man. But man, if this individual never calls me again, man, I hope they don't. I won't answer the phone, man. It's a nasty individual, man. Just horrible. One of the worst trips of my life, man. I can see why she's in isolation. Yeah, bro. I joke with you not, man. That's one thing I don't do, bro. I ain't lying to you, man. Yeah. That first class ticket from here to Ohio was like 11. Then I stayed at a place called it was called the Hilton, and it was in the Hilton in Easton. I don't know if you know Ohio, but it's the Easton in Ohio, and because of the location, because it was like right by the mall and everything else. Yeah, that was like, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, man. If I'm not mistaken, it was like $1,500, something like that. More close to like $1,600 for the hotel stay. I was there for 5 days, and with the valet parking was $30 a day, and yeah, and the Audi, the rental car was the $1,100, and yeah, Papados was about $300. Then I gave the girl a $100 tip. Fleming's was just as much, or not more. Fleming Steakhouse. I don't know if you guys ever been to Fleming's. Hold on. But yeah, man, it was about $5,000, man, to go to Ohio, bro. Man, I show you the receipts, bro. I joke with you not. But yeah, man, like, stay away from toxic people, man. Toxicity is real, man. Life is too short, man. You guys can go out, man. God forbid, man, anybody on here, something happened to you or something, man. But I'm just trying to say, my point is that life is short, man. Life is too short, right? You don't know when it's gonna be your time, okay? And just hear me out, you don't know when it's gonna be your time, man. I'm sure you got people around you that passed away and things like that unexpectedly, and so on and so forth, man. Time is precious. Time is too precious, right? Whatever race we are, whatever religion we are, or whatever you are, right? Whatever you are, whatever race you are, whatever religious denomination you are, whatever you are, right? Whatever you've done in life, whatever, man, whatever. We all gonna meet our maker. We all going to that dark place. We all are going to cease to exist here on this earth at one point. When it comes, it's going to be over for all of us, right? That's what I'm trying to say, right? So no matter whatever our issues or disagreements are or whatever, one thing we got in common, we gonna all be up out of here. I'll put it like that. We gonna all be up out of here at one time. Some sooner than others, but we all gonna be up out of here. And that's why I'm saying, man, don't waste your time dealing with toxic people. You don't need to be in that energy with toxic people. You don't need to meet them where they are in that toxicity at all. That's not some kind of burden you have to deal with. That's not some shit you got to deal with. No, let them figure that out. Yeah. Especially, man, listen. There's some people you can help out, man. There's some people you can help out that is well deserving. Some people that you should spend time with, right? There's some people you should spend time with, man. Right? There's some people you should spend time with and give your energy to, man, because they are just genuinely good people that are going through something. Okay? Those are the people you give your energy to. But these people out here, man, that are just shitty people, man, nah, no, I'm not wasting my time with you. You have no redeeming qualities about you. None. Yeah. You got no redeeming qualities about you. Why am I going to spend my time and energy with you when we're going to be back here again? Man, shit, get the fuck out of here, man. That's right, Chocolate Susan. We all gonna meet the Undertaker. So why waste your time on undeserving people? You know, people that are just toxic, that thrive off of negativity, man. That want to suck up all the energy in the room, man. That want to bring you down to that misery where they are, man. Man, come on, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Pardon my language, man. Ain't got no time for that shit. Keep that shit where you are, man. Be miserable where you are, man. There's too many people out here, man, that deserve my time. You know. There's too many people out here, man, that deserve my time, man, that are genuinely good people who are just down on their luck and need somebody to talk to them. Not motherfuckers like them. Not people like her. Not people like her. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if she thought. Hey, bro. I was about to say something else, but I'm gonna keep that to myself. Yeah. Shit, I could have stayed my ass in LA for all that I found out, man. All that ghetto negativity in Ohio, man, keep that shit in Ohio. And I love my people, man. I love a little ghetto. Man, but Jesus. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to listen. When you're going out to dinner, man, when you're going out to particular places, man, you know, you got to know how to conduct yourself in public, man. You got to know how to conduct yourself in public, man. You got to know how to conduct yourself in public, man. Yeah, man. Man, you got to know how to conduct yourself in public, man. You know, all that, hey, grabbing her titties when she get drunk, and hey, doing that shit at the dinner table. Oh my God, man, I'm like, is she doing this shit at the table? And then she see me looking around. She see me looking around like, and she know I'm uncomfortable because it's all on my face. You know, everybody in the restaurants with their family and their friends and everything, and having a good old time, and I'm there with Rachida. Yeah, I'm there with Rachida. I'm there with Ratchet. Yeah. Yeah, I'm there like, man.
Here we go.
Yeah. Somebody paying all this goddamn money for a dinner for you to get up there and get drunk and hay at the table. Yeah, man. That's the word, man. Obnoxious. That's the perfect word, man. That is the perfect word for Chocolate Solutions. Obnoxious. That is the perfect word for it, man. I was looking for the perfect word for it, man. But that's it, man. Obnoxious. Obnoxious, bro. Just yeah. Just obnoxious. Obnoxious. That's it, man. Hold on. Let me back in here, man. Let's see here. Let me look at this load. I don't know what this is. What is this? A new load? I haven't taken a load like this before. Yeah, man. Just the drinking, man. 3 drinks in like less than 30 minutes. Right? 3 drinks in less than 30 minutes. And it's not necessarily the drinking, but it's the not being able to control yourself when you do drink. That's the problem, is that you're not being able to control yourself. See, me, I don't drink, even though I have a lot of liquor, I don't drink like that, right? If I'm at home, I'll have drinks because I'm at home. I'm in the privacy of my own home. But if I'm out in public, I monitor my drinking because I know I don't want to get pulled over by the police. I don't want to have an issue when I'm out of state and I don't want to have an issue in Ohio when I go to Ohio. I don't want to have an issue, get arrested somewhere else. So I'm very aware of how I need to conduct myself when I'm somewhere else because I'm trying to get back home. Even I knew she had issues with her neighbor before I got down to Ohio. And I told her, I was like, listen, ignore your neighbors, right? Because I don't want to get put up in a situation where you get into it with your neighbors and I'm there and I wind up like in jail or something, or wind up in a situation in Ohio. So just ignore them, right? Just ignore them, right? No, what she do when we get back to her crib? Open up the back door, the little kids is out there playing. One of the little kids say something about the neighbor said. One of the little kids, the kid was under 10 years old, just by the voice of the kid. The kid says, hey, so-and-so said you kicked her dog, right? Because her and the neighbor are going back and forth with it. Oh, the neighbor said you kicked her dog, right? Oh, she was like, don't believe everything you fucking hear. Now she talking to little kids, right? Don't believe everything you fucking hear, right? Oh, she's a fucking liar. So I'm looking at her like, who are you talking to? This is what I told her. I said, who are you talking to? She was like, oh, I was talking to the kids, right? I'm like, I was like, for real? And I'm thinking to myself, I don't know who the kids is. I don't know who the kids are. So I'm like, what if somebody would have heard you talking to their kids like that? Using profanity towards their kids and they don't use profanity towards their kids. What if they heard you doing this and wanted to come out there and try to knock your block off? I'm like, really? Yeah. And I'm driving, you kicking your foot up in my face because you tipsy and you think it's cute. You kick your left foot up towards my face while I'm driving. And if I would have turned around and I would have been going to jail in Ohio. I don't hit women. All right. I don't. I'm just saying. I could have had an accident. Kicked her foot up towards my face while I'm driving. Man. And then gonna stick your finger in my face. And then when I look at you like, I mean, even the previous boyfriend. Even the previous boyfriend, she was telling me about a previous boyfriend that yucked her up. You know, or looked at her like that, or. And I'm like, this is the story of your life. You've been into some kind of issue with everybody in your life, man. And I go back to what I was saying before, you guys. Don't waste your time on negative people, man. Don't waste your time. Life is so short. Chocolate Solutions said it. I was trying to look for the word. We all gonna meet the Undertaker one day. You don't know when your time is coming, but don't waste your time on toxic people, man. Just don't. From TLGC, man, from the Little Gaming Channel, this is my advice to you. Do not waste your time on toxic people, man. Get away from toxic people. Get around people that you enjoy, man. That you enjoy and enjoy your company. Right? Stay away from toxic people, man. Stay away from toxic people, man. You know, it's not even that serious. If you're in a toxic relationship, try your best to get out of it. It's not worth it, man. It is not worth it, you guys. It is not worth it. But that's all I gotta say on that, man. I'd have been better off staying home and dealing with that dumb shit. You know, oh, and then one last thing here. She seems to think now, and now this is funny. This is funny. Man, it ain't even worth it, bro. Not this one. No, sir. You know, and listen, I didn't even go out there for that, bro. I didn't even go out there for that, man. I could have got that in LA, right? Didn't even do that when I was down there, bro. Didn't even do that when I was down there, bro. No. The energy was so horrible, man. I admit, in some situations it can be fire now. But this one was so toxic, man. You know, this one was so toxic, bro. Man. Like I said, I had more pleasure talking to the waiters and waitresses than I did spending time with that individual, man. My conversation with them was better than talking to that fool. Yeah. I was gonna say something too, man. I forgot what I was gonna say, man. was gonna say something, man. You said a mouthful right there, man. More trouble than a little bit, man. More trouble than a little bit, bro. Not even worth it, bro. And like I said, I've been with some crappy people. I've been around some people who were not the best people, right? But they are way more enjoyable than this goofball, man. Than this goofy, man, was way more enjoyable than this one, bro. Was way more enjoyable than that goofy, man. And she got 2 cats, and the house is dirty. Man, I'm getting personal. And I can't stand cats. Oh, this is what I was gonna say. She thought I had. What she thinks of me is that she says, she says something about I don't know how to communicate, right? I don't know how to communicate or say what I feel. Something like that, right? Let me tell you something. No. If she's listening to this video, no, I don't have a problem with communication. I don't have a problem with saying how I feel, right? Or expressing myself. But I pick my battles. That's the big difference. Is I pick my battles and I understand who I'm going to be talking to. And how what I will say will take this whole thing in a different direction, right? If I think you are worth it, I will have a deeper conversation with you, right? If I think you are worth it, right, I will express myself. But if you ain't worth it, why the hell am I gonna argue with you? Why am I gonna waste my time arguing with you when you're not even worth it? When I want nothing from this situation. Right? I want nothing out of this situation. I don't want to say nothing to you. Like, you're not a man, right? So I can't fight you, right? Jesus, I'm hitting all kind of shit. You're not a man. I can't fight you. So what do I look like going back and forth with you verbally? For real? You want me to express myself to you so I can get upset, right? Or get angry and meet you and meet your, meet you where you are. Meet negativity where negativity is. Nah, I'm good. Ain't even worth it. The hell I look like arguing with you for? And then I'm arguing with the person, right? Then you're going to be arguing with a person who you know is not going to see anything your way, right? They're listening to you just to argue with you. They're not listening to you for understanding or to see your point of view. So what the hell I look like arguing with somebody like that for, that I know everything I say to them, they're going to be, if I even criticize them, they're going to say, oh, well, you did this, you did that, blah, 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 you doing this just because that, and blah, blah. Man, what the hell I look like going back and forth with a person like that for, that I know this is going to just go around and around and around and around. Jesus, I'm all over the road. Speaking of going around and around, I need to slow down. Yeah, what the hell I look like arguing with a person like that for? Arguing with a woman about that type of shit for? Get out of here, man. Somebody I love and care, somebody I love and somebody I got real feelings for. Yeah, I would want to make a situation work. I'll have a dialogue with them. I'll have a constructive criticism dialogue with them. I'll have a back and forth with them. But a person like her, man, get the fuck out of here. Ain't having no dialogue with you. I'm not expressing myself into you. Why? I might as well spit in the wind and, you know. Right. Exactly. The hell I look like going back and forth with you for? Get the hell out of here, man. Come on. You arguing with a person that you expressing yourself to a person who you know for a fact. Man, is those clouds up there in the distance? What is that, man? That's nice out there in the distance, man, them clouds. Man, get out of here, old goofy ass woman. Yeah. And then I'm at her crib, right? And I'm standing up, right? Because we getting ready to go to dinner or something. I can't remember what we was doing, right? And I got on dark pants. And she got 2 cats, right? So I'm sitting down. I'm standing up. She wondering why I'm standing up. I'm standing up because I got on black pants and I know you got goddamn cats. That's why I'm standing up. Right? I didn't say that. Nope, I didn't say that. I just stood up. Right? But she was taking a while. So you know what I did? I sat down. Guess what happened when I stood up? When I got out, I didn't even look down at my pants. But when I eventually did look down my pants, I had cat hair on the front of my pants. And I said, I got hair on me. I'm dusting the hair off of me. And then she started dusting the hair off the back of my pants. I'm dusting the hair off the front of my pants. If I got hair on the front of my pants, I can just imagine what's on my ass. I can just imagine what's on the back. I wasn't sitting on my front and I got hair on it. I can just imagine what's on my bottom. Kitchen dirty. This shit just dirty, man. Get the fuck out of here, man, with that shit. You know, your house is dirty, but you want to talk to people about skincare and all the rest of this other shit, and want to talk to people about all this other shit, and your house is filthy. How your house filthy, nigga? You know pardon my language. How your house filthy, and you know one of your friends is coming to town? How your house that damn dirty, and you know you got visitors coming? Like, come on, man. Have some damn self-respect about yourself. The dishes piled up in the sink. I mean, piled up in the sink. Yeah. And I hope she watching this shit, man. And listen, she made me some shea butter, right? She made me some shea butter. I'm gonna tell you something, man. She made me some shea butter, right? Because I use shea butter on my silky smooth skin, right? She made me some shea butter.
Go straight on.
Right? And after I seen her kitchen, now mind you, I didn't use it. No, I did use it on my hand, right? Right? I just used it on my hand and my arm. But you know what I did? After I seen that kitchen, man, I left that shit in Ohio, man. I left that shit in the I left that shit in the hotel room, man. I didn't bring that shit home. Fuck out of here. Bring that shit home and put it on my face, and I know your kitchen is that dirty. You know, and you got all these cats running around, so I got shea butter mixed with cat hair. Man. Fuck around and start meowing and shit. No Ohio shea butter, bro. I left that shit. I swear to God, I left that in that hotel room, bro. I left that shit there, bro. No Ohio shea butter for me, man. But you know what I did like about Ohio? Let me tell you what I did like about Ohio, man. Let me tell you something. I like old houses, right? I like old houses. I like looking at, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, places with, you know, old homes and stuff, you know? Like looking at architecture. But old places. Man, Ohio got some nice old homes, man. You know what Ohio is, man? Ohio is a good place to retire, man. I like a lot of the houses, because some of the areas the houses are on, you know, nice pieces of land. You know, that's a place I would like to retire. But other than that, I was talking to the bartender and asked him what is it to do in Ohio. He couldn't even tell me. He ain't even, and he was born there. Oh man, what did I just do, bro? Yeah, man, I like those old homes, man. I was like, I had a better time driving around looking at homes, man. Yeah, I had a better time driving around looking at homes, man. Yeah. The houses have huge yards, man, where you got to drive like way back. Like they houses sit way back, man. I love that, man. You know, somebody coming up your yard, you can pop them off from a distance when they coming up the driveway. But yeah, man, that was my Ohio, man. Yeah, man, I enjoyed looking at the homes, man. I did a lot of driving around on my own, looking at the houses and everything in Ohio, man. Yeah, man. Do you know what it is? Listen, man, I did not know this. This is what shocked me, though. You want to hear what shocked me about Ohio, man? Listen, man, I did not know this. Ohio has a huge Ethiopian population, man. Like Ethiopian African population there. Muslim. Right? Nigerian or whatever. I don't know. Man, you talking about women walking around with full burqas on, bro. And full burqas. Yeah. The whole hair pieces, man. The whole head pieces in Ohio. A lot of Ethiopian population in Ohio, in the hotels, running the hotels and all that, dude. I did not know that, bruh. I did not. I was shocked, man. I was like, word? I was like, Ohio? Is this where they all going? No, bro. The Ethiopian Muslim community where I was in Ohio, man, let me tell you something, bro. It had me with my mouth open. I was like, word? Is this where all the Ethiopians go? And I mean Muslims, man. I mean the full head pieces, man. I mean, where I was in Columbus. Yeah, because Dave Chappelle is in Ohio also. But man, when I was in Columbus, man, I was like, bro, I mean the full head guard, man. I mean, covered from head to toe. Covered from head to toe, bro. I was like, word. Yo, what's going on, Trucking with Faith? ATS, what's happening? Yeah, man. So that's what they got going on there, man. I mean, full burqas, man. I was like, word. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, man. How long I've been on this thing, man? How long I've been live? I can't even tell, man. This thing ain't even telling me. Yeah, man. I don't know, man. I've been on this thing maybe 2 hours now. How long I've been live, man? Turn this truck off here. Let's unload. How long I've been live, man? An hour and 44 minutes, man. I've been live, you guys. Well, look, man. That was my Ohio trip, man. That's my little rant on toxicity, man, dealing with toxic people. I'm gonna segment out the video and everything, man. No, I haven't heard from him. Have you? No, he doesn't talk to me anymore. I didn't make him a mod or something, so he don't talk to me anymore for some reason, whatever. But anyway, yeah, he don't talk to me anymore. You know, and plus I'm busy, man. You know, I can't always respond to people, man, because I'm busy. So I don't know. I haven't heard from him. You guys don't drive anymore? Hey, I appreciate you coming out, Omega Sunlight, man. I appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you for joining in, man. Appreciate you. No, I haven't heard from him. ATS. No, sir, I have not. Yeah, no, but I hope he's doing good, man. I hope the young man is doing good, man. I hope he's doing good, man. Blessings to the young man and him and his family, man. You know what I'm saying? Hope he's doing well. All right. No, sir. But yeah, man. I'll probably be back on tomorrow or Saturday, you guys. You know, check me out this weekend. I'll definitely be on a couple of days this weekend. So you guys come check me out, all right? Appreciate you trucking with Faith. Appreciate you trucking with Faith 16 for coming out, bro. Appreciate you. Chocolate Solutions always, bro. Omega Sun's Light. Appreciate you for coming out, brother. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I appreciate everybody, man. Go back and watch the full video, man. You guys can hear about my you can hear about my Ohio trip, man, and toxicity and everything. But just remember, you guys, if you don't take anything, man, from what I said, man, keep your friends close, man. Cherish the people around you, man, that bring good energy and good vibes into your life, man. Keep those people close. Those are the people you need close around you, man. People that come with good energy, good vibes, man. If you got people around you, man, that don't want to dialogue with you, and are not willing to listen to you, with an open mind, if you have people around you that are just always listening to respond, right? Instead of listening to understand what you're talking about, get those people away from you, man. You don't have to fix everybody around you. All right. You don't have to fix everybody around you. Let them fix themselves. And then if they want to come back around, you can keep the door open for them coming back around, but they got to come back around to you with a different type of energy, different mindset, man. You know, willing to come back around with some kind of understanding, but just separate yourself from those toxic people, right? And if you see a person who is always in it with people, always in an argument with people, always always fighting with people, right? Always at odds with people, right? And they take no responsibility, right? Don't let them make you think that everybody else is the problem, right? 10 times out of 10, they're the problem. And distance yourself from those people, man. Life is too short, man. You don't know, like what Chocolate Solution says, you don't know when it's going to be your time to meet the Grim Reaper or be out of here, man. You can be out of here tomorrow. And then, like, what do you have to show for your time here dealing with that toxic person? Instead of got there trying to find your happiness, man. So get out there, find your happiness, right? Deal with people who want to make themselves better, who bring good energy for you, people who bring good energy to you, people who are genuinely happy for you to see you doing good. You know, keep that good energy around you. All the rest of those people, man, give them the double deuces, right? Give them the double deuces and say, come back around when you got yourself together, because I can't help you. All right. So that's my words of wisdom for today, man. I appreciate you guys. I really do. I really, really do, man. I appreciate you guys coming out and supporting the channel as always, right? This is Ron, man, with the little gaming channel, man, also known as TLGC. I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for coming out and supporting this channel as you have always done, all right? You guys take care of yourself, and I will catch you guys on the next video, all right? Salute, and I am out of here, you guys. You have a good day, and be safe.